This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
And then the second group with the 5-car hanging on the outside there as Boswell seems to like that little higher line. Whoa, when we got a spinner and a crash down in turn 2, and now it's becoming a multiple deal. Oh, Sart's in trouble. It started with, it looked like Kenny Wallace getting up in there. Or not Kenny Wallace, I'm sorry, it was the 39 that got in started. Eddie McDonald, along with the Zaxby's car, the 09, John West Townley, all started.
Looks like oil on the racetrack. He dropped some oil, something happened. Yeah, that's right. Something happened. He blew a line or blew a motor, and everybody else was just kind of along for the ride. Eddie McDonald, there he is from Lee, New Hampshire, won the Oxford 250, just digging along. Great.
Guys, his crew chief Jason Radcliffe had words of wisdom for him before the green flag dropped and said, protect yourself.
Oh, no. 28 cars in the back of the 0. A lot of them pile up. Another big wreck off of turn 4.
26 also involved. That's Kevin Conway.
We got one spinning in the backstretch. It looks like Kenny slowed down a little bit quicker. It's in the middle of the corner. He's slowing up. Boom. Just gets tapped by Tony Raines.
Yeah, Carl can see there's problems in front of him. He got the throttle to slow up a little bit. He got rear-ended a little bit right there.
Lucky he got turned around. Was headed in the right direction. We got punted. He said, okay, let's get out of here.
Take a look again from this view. There,
Grand, he's going to the front. He's very impressive right now.
I'll tell you what, Brendan Gaughan's got a really good car today. He's working the top side of the track, working the bottom of that US Fidelis car. It's been running great for him early here.
Look at the battle for second place right now. As you can see, Benedetto, and Keselowski gets into Justin Allgaier and turns him.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, he did get in the back of him, but I'm not sure if it was more of him coming down the racetrack, trying to protect the position.
Tell you what, Justin's racing for 5th in the points right now. He does need to get himself back in these problems. This wasn't his problem, but now this team's got to be careful, be smart, keep him up in the clean air so he doesn't get this point problem that happened to the guy racing him last week, Steve Wallace. He don't want that to happen to him again.
Our third caution here on lap number 39 of 250. What's amazing is we were worried about the double file restarts. We're making the double file restarts fine. We're getting a few laps into these runs, and that's where the problem is. What do you think?
Well, you know, the spotter probably said a little hole behind the 2015.
Got a crash.
Michael Annette.
Michael Annette has put it into the wall between turn 3 and 4. Don't know how much damage there is in that right rear quarter panel. He was running 22nd at the time, and we now have our 4th caution of the day.
Oh, he got some help. Doesn't take a whole lot near the 05 Mark Day. Just
Back here at Memphis, we are under our 5th caution. Matt DiBenedetto and Justin Marks got together between turns 1 and 2, and you can see that Matt is coming in. And let's go for the pit stops first. Mike?
Not Denny Hamlin.
I'll tell you one thing that's really good is Kyle Busch now. He has not been here in 5 years. Oh, a spin off of turn 4.
And you can see it at the top of your screen as the car comes down. It is Landon Castle, who was trying so desperately to make a good impression for a potential ride for next year. He was running 7th at the time of the spin. There is some damage.
He might be stuck in the mud.
Here, let's see.
See him patting the throttle, trying to hold on the car.
Driver trying to make a name for himself before moving on to a full-time ride next year with Junior Motorsports. That's Kelly Byers. And said, not really. I've never really done very well here, however. He did say this is the best car he's ever had when it came to this track, and there's trouble on the track.
Yeah, we got to interrupt because Eric Darnell has turned it around in turn number 2, and Darnell at the time was running 21st. Remember, we told you his car was going backwards. Did he get any help?
Possible. That's usually what happens when your spotter says, hey, the leaders are coming.
Tucked up underneath our race leader, Mike Bliss. Bliss has led 76 laps, more than anybody here today. And we've got caution on the backstretch as collision as Eric Darnell is involved in this one, and the 39 as well of Eddie McDonald, the 2nd time that he has been involved in a crash. And I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back to pit road, but yeah, he's limping away.
And once again, I mean, his tires are still up, and he might not have got damaged, but the Darnell's car is done.
Boy, I'll tell you, what a bad day for Eric. He was in the top 5, fell back, and now is out of this race.
Really good driver, Eric Darnell is. Let's take a look at the stacks and see what happened. Oh, they start stacking up. Nowhere to go. Starts getting out of the throttle. Oh, back into that 29. And Randy, look how much. Oh, there's the damage.
That's what happened.
There's the damage right there. I started to say there wasn't that much.
That's like the street. You let your foot off the brake, turn the wheel. You're not going to turn the car with you off.
Back like he was and start checking out again.
Oh, no! Keselowski gets into the back of Bliss, sends him up the track. He makes a nice save, but he loses about 5 spots.
He just spot in the field. He'll be fine.
Got a big crash out of turn 4, guys. Another caution involving several cars. Eric McClure's in this one. Also, it looked like maybe the 23 of Richardson might have got a slight piece of it.
And Eric was sick this morning. He thought he was going to have Mark Green drive the car. This
5th. Here's what happened.
Kenny might have had a flat up top.
That could have been. Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, he actually blows Kenny's left rear out.
Yep.
Somebody got into McClure. Can't tell who it was. Boy, he went hard into the wall.
Safer barrier right there.
I still didn't see the number there, guys. I got to be honest. Looking it out there, you saw that going on for 8th. Here comes Justin Allgaier trying to get a piece of Wimmer as well. Whoa, and contact. Kelly Byers gets in and gets turned. Can he keep from getting hit? Does it complete 360? Oh, and then goes another 180. And that may bring out, yes, it does, our 10th caution. Kelly almost saved it.
Yes, he did.
He was fighting for 10th at the time. Justin Allgaier was able to keep his car from getting turned around. But unfortunately, Kelly was listening.
Oh, and look, actually looks like
12 got loose.
12 car got loose and was sideways, and Kelly was already had the speed going. Man.
And it's at
for 3 years. You won your 2nd time out, so you kind of had a little dry spell, haven't you?
I've had way too much of a dry spell. I hope we can pull this thing off. There's a lot of racing left to go here. 23 laps to go. We all know that late these races, that's when the demons come out and these guys get all jacked up and the cautions happen.
Let's move a little bit further back because, oh, and the caution has just come out. We're getting ready to talk about
going in there. Whoa!
Whoa! And Carl gets tapped from behind. Look out! Could get hit. He gets Allgaier and then gets tagged by another car that comes into the view there. I can't see the number because they're backlit from the sun. It is the 32 of Brian Eichler, the 29 of Stephen Light. Oh, and Matt DiBenedetto is also involved in this. You mentioned it, aggressive driving. We just saw it. Able to get refired, so he will not go a lap down, but now those tires are flat spotted.
Man, this is tough for the championship chase for Carl Edwards trying to run down Kyle Busch. That just put him 239 points behind Kyle.
Carl was 4th, and
it looks like Brad Keselowski gets in the back of the 60 car and spins him. And here they go. And Justin Allgaier gets a hunk of that, gets his right side door ripped off.
3rd time today that Brad has been involved with some kind of contact. There's going to be some people that want to talk to him, I think.
Yeah, pretty aggressive driving out of Brad right now. I mean, it's just, again, guys, it's getting late in the race and those guys up on the wheel and getting jacked up, but that was down a straightaway.
Jack?
Well, the first thing they do,
and the yellow is out because Allgaier is having trouble making it to pit road. So our 13th caution of the day, and there is what's left of Allgaier's car on the right side.
Now that's going to put Bliss 3rd on the inside. So outside here.
Bringing him down awfully slow. Green flag flies. This time by 5 laps to go. And what a restart for Keselowski. He has clear, open air. 3rd right now is Stephen Wallace.
Got a great run up on it.
There's Leffler trying to get under Brendan Gaughan. Here comes Bliss on the low side as well. Leffler trying to get underneath Wallace as they come past the start-finish line with 4 laps to go. Leffler getting the 66. He pinches him just a little. Gives him enough room, though. No contact so far.
These guys got the belts tight. Don't run out of room, guys.
Down the backstretch. This is the best race going. Here comes Bliss taking a peek. Can't get it done.
And these guys are all out of time right now. They're all out of patience. They know it's about done. 4 laps to go.
3 wide at the stripe. You can see up front, nothing's really changed. It's all Brad Keselowski. Boy, Bliss wants to get back towards the front as much as he can. His best finish here in 4 prior starts has been second.
A whole lap, 3 wide. What a great job by all 3 of these drivers.
Ooh, they got to hold on.
Oh! And the 66 gets turned the 3rd week in a row. And he is into the wall.
Kansas spins him with 2 laps to go.
Caution is out, and we will have a green-white checker. Keep an eye on the 16. There it is.
Just jacks him in the left rear corner. And it doesn't take, these cars are so light when they go through that corner right there. You could almost reach out.
Brad slows him down and then gets on the gas, and he's first across the line. But Kyle is right there with him. But again, going into 1. It's a lot closer this time than the last. Leffler right behind, but again, Keselowski clears by turn 2.
Bring it around. I don't believe he has anything for him unless he misses his marks and gets the thing real loose. He's trying on the inside.
This time by, the white flag will be out. Brad Keselowski, 3/4 of a mile away from 75,000 big ones. Kyle Busch right behind him. Down the backstretch for the last time. Does Kyle have anything left that he can get underneath? They go into 3. Nobody else is going to contend for this. Hang on. Coming through 4. It is. Oh, and he turns him. He gets into him, but boy, he recovers and Keselowski wins.
Unbelievable. Held on to that thing. That 75 was almost going down the drain right then, but he held on to it.
What a finish. $75,000 bonus from Nationwide for Brad Keselowski as he picks up his 6th win in his 101st start, but none bigger than this. Let's go to Rick.
Well, I think he's going to help him get out of the car.
I think there's going to be a few words exchanged. And Nationwide as he'll come back. Boy, he won the $75,000, and that was at hand. And look, down in pit road, I can tell you the 66 has just nudged his car into the 16.
There's no need for that.
There it is, right there.
He's a part-time guy.
And now NASCAR officials quickly, and he has been ordered directly to the hauler. 3 weeks in a row, he has been involved in deals, and none of his making really on those. Let's hear from Kyle Busch. Mike, please finish this year. Here's the last lap. And take a look as we're on board with Kyle the whole way. Listen to it as we head down
He might be a little upset with
the
us. He
home
asked for a couple
stretch.
minutes and we threw it to me.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.